Hi guys, welcome to Miss Pascaline's kitchen. Today on our menu we have turmeric and curry vegetable rice. This is very simple to prepare and you can use whatever vegetables you want, and trust me, the taste is amazing and is filling as like a complete meal on its own. But you can still add any sauce of your choice. I'm going to add schezwan sauce and then grilled chicken to make it whole. I want variety. This is something I want to grab for lunch and make sure I've really satisfied myself. So our ingredients will be in the description box and it just appeared here as well. So I'm using pork. I want chunks of pork in the rice. You can use chicken or goat meat or even shrimps if you want. So this pork is spiced and cooked, and I set it aside just to use it for this very rice. So when you grill your chicken, when you cook your pork or your goat, please just leave some in your refrigerator so you can just take it on a lazy day and prepare yourself this rice. I'll add onion, and it's just a smaller size onion, and just 2 cloves of garlic. You just try to cut them into pieces and then you mix it with the meat or the pork or the shrimp. I'll add about 3 tablespoons of oil. I don't want to add a lot of oil, and then I'll fry this pork for like 5 minutes to make sure that the onion and the garlic has infused nicely and is crispy. So you want whatever you're adding to this rice to taste good and also feel crispy when you eat it. So we set the pork aside and then we use the same oil to cook our rice. Chop a medium-sized onion and add it to the oil and stir just for like a minute, and then you also dice the white part of spring onion and you add it. You can add a bit of green to it. All this is to infuse some taste and aroma into your rice. And this habanero pepper, you take it according to how spicy and how hot you want your rice to be. I like a lot of pepper, so this is about 6 habanero pepper I've chopped. And then you cook for like 2 minutes. You add your turmeric powder, your curry powder, and they are 1 teaspoon each, and half teaspoon of nutmeg. The nutmeg is completely optional. If you don't like it, you can skip it. You stir for just like a minute and then you add the rice. So this a long grain rice I'm using is very clean. Whatever rice you are using, if it's not clean, wash it well and strain it. Make sure there's no water. Then you add it to it and then you stir gently for some time to make sure everything have married and they've infused nicely. Then you add a pinch of salt. When adding the salt, be very mindful, because if your stock is full of salt, you ruin your food with salt. So add your stock and stir for some time, like 2 minutes, and then you go ahead and add water. So adjust the water according to how soft you want your rice. I want this rice to come out one by one. I don't want it sticking to each other. Stir for like a minute to make sure everything is well incorporated, and cover. Cook for about 7 to 8 minutes on low heat. You don't want it burning. So while it's cooking, we go ahead and prep our veggies into the sizes we want. We set the vegetables aside. Now our rice is soft, not too soft. We don't want it to overcook before we add our chunk of pork. So at this time I add the pork, and then I add the carrot as well, because the carrot is harder or tougher than the other veggies like the bell peppers I'm going to use. So I add and I give it a good stir. Just go ahead, give it a good stir, make sure it incorporates nicely, and then you cover for like 2 minutes or till the texture of the rice is okay. Please like my videos, and then don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. You can share it for me as well. So at this stage we add our bell peppers, and then we stir gently, and then we cover for like 2 minutes. So you add the vegetables according to the texture and how they resist or they can withstand heat. If you're using broccoli, you add it at the time that we added the carrot. If you're using veggies that easily get cooked, then you should watch the timing at which you add your veggies so you don't overcook. We want everything to come out crispy. When our rice is done, we add our spring onion, and then we give it a good stir, and then we can at this stage taste and see if the salt content is okay. If it's not okay, just sprinkle a bit. You just want it to taste so good. Bon appetit, our food is ready and the aroma is so good. It tastes incredible. You can serve it alone, you can add whatever you want to add. Thank you so much. Be good.